All right, folks. Folks. Look at us being consistent, being present, and being accounted for. Like, look at us. Look at us. Look at what we do. Did you guys ever think we'd be here? We did, because we planned on being consistent. And this is just what we do. And folks, welcome to the Adventures of the Black Nerds, episode 78. We probably should, right? We should have so many more than that, but we're just glad to be here. I am BaronJ67. And we are here to talk about some off the wall stuff that was said that it's weird because it's not so off the wall, but then it kind of is because it's okay. So this is the wild part. Long story short, guys, John Gavin, who, if I'm not mistaken, was he the studio director? Was he the director? Uh, I don't know his exact title, so don't quote me. But oh, what up, Dallas Johnny? What good? Everybody, make sure to like and share out this video, please. It really helps us out, and subscribe if you're not. Well, okay, so the one of the higher ups on Days Gone, John Gavin, he said in court. Oh, you were muted? Are we both muted or we're all muted? Oh, okay. Do I need to do the intro again? Oh, you can't hear him? Okay. Uh it's always something. Wake the fuck up, bitch. Let's go. That's my wake up ringtone.
Why'd they do that? Check. They should be able to hear me now. Say something, B.
Yeah,
There you go. All right, we should be good now.
cream corn.
Stream, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Dallas, Johnny, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello,
one time for the one time.
Hello, email.
Better. Gotcha. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you. John. Okay, so are we starting over?
Yeah. So I'm B.Jones, one half of the Adventures of the Black Nerds,
and I am T.Jones. Appreciate you guys
Yeah.
for tuning in. Sorry for the little technical difficulties. OBS has a mind of its own. It's doing its own.
Yeah, it does. It does what it likes. But so I know you guys heard me, but I'll start again. John Gavin, one of the higher ups of Days Gone. I don't know his exact
title is creative director and writer at SIE Ben Studios.
All right, so he's really one of the top dogs creatively for Days Gone. And I quote, "If you love a game, buy it at fucking full price." I can't tell you how many times I've seen gamers say, "Yeah, I got that on sale. I got it through PlayStation Plus or whatever." End quote. Guys,
because I broke him down. I broke it down after reading it. It was, you could tell he was hurt. Like,
yeah,
he was hurt.
This is the thing about that gaming is a medium where, God, gaming is that weird medium. Okay, because gaming doesn't even fall, like, the only reason we're able to stream gaming is because it falls in that gray area of everyone does not technically have the exact same experience. That is the only reason. Because remember, folks, you legally have a hard time if you are at all to stream music. I'm shocked Twitch does that whole watch party thing, and that's only because Amazon owns them, and it's Amazon products and videos that you're able to watch party for. how dare the consumer wait for a better deal than the one initially presented to them? Exactly. I'm gonna get to that point, but I wanna like kind of shape this because gaming really, and a lot of people don't understand this. They're like, well, the music in games are da 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 da. Like I can play the game, but I can't stream music behind it. It's like, yes, because music, when you hear a song, that is it. That's what you heard. That is it.
Yeah.
There is no more to it. I mean, on a core level, like that's it. Like at its base, that's what it is. What song I give you, the file, the whatever you can hear, whatever levels, la da da da. That's it. But with a game, I can give you the game, and we can all have a different experience playing it. That gray area of that is the only reason we're able to have things like Twitch, the reason we're able to have live streaming of gameplay, why you're able to have full gameplays uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
This is the only reason you can have any of that. So now rolling it back.
This took a lot out of you, huh?
Yeah, because I like to value what the man is saying, because from that perspective and his position, of course it makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
you guys should have bought it. You should have bought it. And then I can already hear the argument. Well, you don't wait for everybody to tell you how good a movie is before you go watch it. Some people do. Some people, but most people don't. Like, but then at the same time, though, most movies that are like blockbuster hits off the rip are usually IPs or genres or stories that already existed.
Yeah.
Or it's actor driven.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no problem going out and watching a Denzel movie just because Denzel's in it. I'll go watch it.
Which a lot of people would agree with that.
But you give me a no-name actor around a story that I've never heard of, read, or anything like that, I'm gonna be a little more iffy. Like, for example, or you know what I mean? Like that's when it comes to movies, I'll wait. Now with video games, damn it, it's such a weird.
It's not, bro. I mean, for me, when I read it, I took it as what he said, right? But I also threw a little sauce in on it, right? And because what?
Oh, I was just saying, what's up? Fame just jumped in.
Oh, Fame, what's going on, man? Hey, so back to what I was saying. I took it for face value. Now, he sounded hurt. He sounded defeated. He sounded like, imagine putting your all into this whole thing and it's not successful, right? He sounded like that, and he has all right to feel that way. But because once again, there's a difference between what's going on. What happened?
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry. So Dallas is kind of like cursed. Whenever he buys a game, it immediately is offered for free. Every time, I bullshit you not. Every time, bro. Mm-hmm. I swear he like just bought Final Fantasy VII like remake, and then it went for free on PlayStation Plus. Before I buy games, I ask him if he owns it, because then by me knowing he owns it, it's like the universe is like, oh well, let me go ahead and
I'm gonna drop it for free since Dallas got
it. Morris, what up, man? And shout out to Morris, Mr. out there editing, doing big Disney things. But hey, but real talk though.
Let me finish. Go
ahead, finish. Yeah, finish.
So, for the most part, I took it as what he said. The reason why is because he has all, like I said, he has all right to feel that way. For me though, I look at it like he doesn't understand the consumer's point, right? He doesn't understand the gamer's point of view. And when you, like I said before, when you create this game, you created this game, and in your head, it's the best game on earth, right? That's how you have to look at it. It is the best game on earth. You're going to hit and touch all your points. You know, you just spent, like he said in the article, 6 years on this game creating it, and you turn around and it doesn't do as good as it's supposed to do, right? Financially, from the financial standpoint, however it did, it didn't do good enough for them to, call him back for a second one, right? He sounded hurt. He sounded mad at the world. and this is why he said everything he said in that interview. I think he was at no point where he didn't have to hold back anymore. Not only was he not with the studio, he ain't with the studio no more, and he just didn't care. So he's the developer, right? When you got to look at the numbers, you got to look at the activity behind it and the rollout of it, and it doesn't go as planned, then yeah, you're entitled to that. But there's a whole nother perspective on the opposite side of that, right? I do believe that people, and there is nothing wrong with people going out and purchasing video games day one, giving your full price. There's no problem with that, right? I do it with Destiny. I buy anything Destiny, I'm buying it, right? All for it. Sure. And a lot of people have their gripes with that, and I don't have an issue with that either. But most games outside of that game, I'm waiting. I am waiting. I'm waiting. I didn't buy God of War day one, and I'm a God of War fanatic, so I took it for face value. I took it exactly how he said it. He was mad. He was bitter.
Yeah,
bro, he was hurt.
Yeah, and you know hurt. what? I'm glad you put that out there for those who haven't seen it, so it kind of paints a better picture of the scenario. Mm-hmm. I was solely just looking at the words.
Yeah.
Because this is, I wonder is this a common thought. And I feel like that train of thought kind of has to change nowadays, because we've seen things become cult classics. Let's be honest. PlayStation announced they're shutting down a couple of stores, and now all of a sudden those games that were worth nothing physically are now damn near $60.
FOMO.
Good luck trying to get the PlayStation 2 version of or PlayStation 3. Yeah, try to get a hold of a couple of these games. Yeah. Try to get a hold of Persona 4 Golden, like physical. Like, good luck. Yeah. You're gonna be paying $60 to $100
top dollar for it.
Yeah,
yeah. It's FOMO. It's FOMO. People are, you'll probably never play it, but just because it's being taken away from them, they feel like. I mean, I felt that way too. That's why I had to break out the old PlayStation 3 and do what I had to do with it. But it's because of FOMO, and that's a huge part. Ooh, excuse me. That's a huge part. Thank you. That's a huge part in, I think, the developer mindset these days too. To be like, oh yeah, let's use that against them. We're going to give it a period of time. You know what I mean? PlayStation 3 store probably had skyrocketed in sales. Because don't nobody want to miss out on anything. I know I wouldn't. My favorite games and my favorite DLCs, if they were lost over time, I want that.
Bro, think about Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. The only way you can play it is through PlayStation 3.
Yeah. So what do? Take it from the people. Let's read some of these comments. Because some of these...
Let me see. Bishop brought up a solid point. Unless it's a game you're going to play competitively online, you can wait to play any game and not pay full price. As a consumer, I agree 1,000%. Yeah, I'm with you.
But hear me out. FOMO. You're going to hear that a lot. FOMO.
Can you believe I didn't buy Phoenix what is that damn game? The Ubisoft Breath of the Wild game, Immortal Phoenix Rising. Can you believe I haven't bought it?
You're a different specimen of gamer. Like you're not the typical gamer, because you don't care about that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
You're not looking at it from that. From a person that, like, a fan of the game, or a person that's played it and enjoy it, I could see people dropping money on a game, no matter what kind of game it is, because they don't want to miss out, or they don't want to be last to the party. And this is whether you make content or not, because what we're seeing content creators doing now is they're having their communities acquire these guns, or acquire this gear, or acquire this person, and hey, well, let me do a video on it real quick just to get that out real quick, just to be ahead of the time or with the times. So I think
it's driven to that, but that's a whole nother story.
So. Exactly. So I do believe that that's true, but I think a lot of people look at they don't want to miss out. Whether it's a game that's going to be there forever too. Like, you may look at it like that, but I think a lot of people who actually put the money up for that type of stuff, they don't want to miss out. They really don't.
And it's funny because back to, I always reference my backlog because it's ridiculous and I continuously add to it. my backlog is what saves me from a lot of it buffers kind of the FOMO stuff that I deal with.
Yeah.
Because I'll seriously look, like, even I was at Best Buy a couple of days ago and I seen Immortal Phoenix Rising for like $30 physical on Switch. I got this sick love for physical Switch games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's gross.
It's really sick.
Yeah, I don't get it. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should get it. And I like walked away. I picked it up and I was like, and I put it down. I was like, no, because I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna open it. And it's gonna, yeah. I got these damn glasses things to help with the blue light shit. Because
you need those. You need
bro,
those.
I've been getting tired, like, all seriousness, especially since working from home and then like spending like a majority of my days.
You don't wear glasses, do you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you need those.
And like it's weird because I feel strange putting on glasses, like I feel goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
But
what's really gonna bug you is the you can see the reflection now. Like
yeah. And
yeah.
And I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But no, my backlog saves me every now and then. Like, if I had beat everything I owned, I would have bought it. I could say that for a fact. Like, no questions asked. I would have totally bought it right then and there. But my point in all of this is I wouldn't have bought it full price.
Okay.
So that, going back to it, the game came out like 4 or 5 months ago. What up, Trevor? And it's
Days Gone. Let me fact check you on that real quick.
No, I was talking about Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Oh,
Days Gone. Days Gone is damn near. Is it almost 2 years now?
It's a year. Or no, 2 years. 2 years. It's 2 years.
Yeah, it should be 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, funny enough, I didn't beat it because something else came out along that time. Or I started streaming another game or something like that because I was streaming it for a while. I had fun with it. Like, from what I played, I had fun. You know me, I go around doing a bunch of side stuff and never ever finish a game. So I got all these unlockables. Yeah, see, Immortal Phoenix Rising was December. But it's the guy just he prefaced it. I believe I said that right. He kind of warned everybody, like, look, I'm not gonna get a lot of love for what I'm about to say.
Yeah, and rightfully so though. Like,
yeah,
I don't think he had no reason to hold back, right? And I think everybody should understand, like, most of us in here are consumers, right? So most of us in here, and Dallas brought up a good point.
We got a developer in here, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so Dallas said every game I bought day one is either on Game Pass or PS Plus. He can be mad all he wants, but you get treated better as a gamer taking advantage of these services. Now,
damn. Dallas ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's funny as shit. All the games he paid for.
Listen, he's stupid. You brought up a good point because he was like, my backlog controls me, right? My backlog controls like me going out and purchasing games. It's not my backlog that controls me. It's the volume of games that I have, right? The volume of games that are available for me to go out and play right now. I would say if you're a diehard gamer, there's things like Humble Bundle out there. Oh God,
I haven't even checked the last like 3 months of my Humble Bundle.
So there's things out there for you to go out if you're not a person that sticks to one game like religiously. There are services out there for you to be able to go out and play. So Humble Bundle, Game Pass, PlayStation Plus. I would say it's Game Pass, Humble Bundle, PlayStation Plus in that order. But that's neither here or there. You should take advantage of those. But now, if you're a person like, now say you were a diehard fan of Days Gone, I can understand why somebody would feel some type of way about that, because once again, we're gamers. Ain't none of us, or majority of us, are either excited that it's going to PlayStation Plus or Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, or extremely upset that I didn't get it on PlayStation Plus, but I paid for it full price. So I'm not mad at the dude. I think his frustration is the corporate side of it, the business side of it, right? I could care less about that side of it because I'm not a part of that. I just want to play the game. You're creating something for me to enjoy, so let me enjoy it.
Because oddly enough,
or don't enjoy it.
And you guys in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know much about how a creative director gets paid, but I doubt most of their pay is based on the success of the game.
Mm-hmm. Well,
because I feel like
in longevity stance, yes.
Well, yeah, but I imagine once again, I don't know. So tell me if I'm absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
As a creative director, I would feel I would need to be paid along the journey because I'm creating.
Well, yeah.
Like I wasn't paid for the success. I was paid to create.
I think you're right. I think that if I had to guess, because I don't know, I'm not a professional. This is not.
Yeah, I'm not. I do not make games.
I would assume that that's how it's going. You play hourly, but he did bring up something too that we seen with the whole Cyberpunk situation as well. Working through the crunch and going through all of that stuff too. So, like I said, going back to it, you put your blood, sweat, and tears, or what you believe to be your blood, sweat, and tears into a product, and people, I catch it on the rebound, and people get it.
And we're gonna have to shout you out and stuff, Trevor, too, because I'm really excited for your game. Trevor brought up a good point. He said they may have incentivized bonuses based on either sales or sometimes a Metacritic score. And then Dallas, let's get in the chat a little bit. Johnny brought up something. We didn't bankroll his 6th Ferrari and he got personally offended. See, this is okay. Let's put a pin right there and let's do this.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get into what my point was about to be.
I wonder how much of it was pride. I think it was more pride than anything because you said it, the blood, sweat, and tears thing.
Yeah.
Like you put your all into this. This is what you worked on. This is all you talked about, storyboards, this, that, and the third. This is all you looked at for
6
years. For 6 years. And then to have some 15-year-old kid on YouTube crapping on it, and then that cueing how your purchases, how your sales go because a few kids got online and crapped on it. Like I wonder, do game developers hate the world we live in now?
I would assume.
Because I remember the only way you really got your reviews was through Game Informer.
Yeah.
I remember, and I used to look forward to my Game Informer, and I would go to the last 10 pages or whatever, or no, it was the last 4 or 5 pages, and it would have a list of all the games that were released.
Yes,
and then all the big ones, it would give you a score, and it would give you a breakdown review.
Yeah,
and it would talk about the pros and cons, and I used to really read those.
Yeah, I think we all did because it was the best way to get that information, right? To get that information from what we thought were people who were sitting down and, I thought, when people review games, they broke down every aspect of the game. They played every aspect of it. I'm thinking they're the 1%, but they're not.
They're not.
Hey,
you know what's so crazy? I didn't even think about it to that level. I do this shit now. I review games now. I write about games now. So now knowing that I'm a part of that world and thinking back to then, what the fuck? Yeah. Okay, so first off, and it's been thrown out there and people have been quote unquote busted for it. A lot of people don't finish the games. And
I've been saying that since since the beginning of this podcast. That was the only gripe I have with other YouTubers and stuff. They never fully complete games. They never fully complete them. They never give every aspect of the game a chance before they review it. And then you go and play the game and you feel like, oh, well, it's not as bad as he said it was. Yeah.
And let me tell you this from my personal experience. If I don't finish a game or I don't have enough time to finish a game, I do an impression. I don't do a review. I don't score it.
Okay.
You guys can check out my reviews at level1gaming.com. Much love to the family. I'm the communications director over there. I'm not just talking about Level 1 Gaming because they're cool, because I'm a part of the family. But No, when I review games, you will see it's either a review and I give it a full score, or it's an impression. And I remember there was one game I was reviewing. I hit a major wall to the point I hit first off, I hit multiple walls, but then I hit a major one that almost made me give up. And then I did something so stupid in the game because I was like, there's no way this is the mechanic. I was like, I bet you I'm supposed to do something stupid, like shoot my bow across the lake to hit this lever. That's stupid because you've never had to do nothing like that throughout the whole game. And I'm like hours in at this point.
Yeah.
And it never came up. So I was like, no, that's stupid. And I did it. Bro, the thing I was aiming at was off camera and I hit it and the level opened up. I was like, oh, yeah, Johnny, I remember that game. Yeah. And I was like,
so you ain't just talking.
Kidding me? I was ready to give up, bro, and write a hardcore, like, go in. Like, dude, I tried. And I did something so stupid. Morbid, the 7 Acolytes. Yep. And I wrote, thank you. And the code was provided. I did not pay for it. They gave me the code, and I gave it the full. I beat it. I actually hit end credits on it, and that's why I gave it a full review. But there was moments in that game, and I believe I wrote about that, even with another title. I was like, if somebody else paid for this would have been enough to like really ruin you, and I'll make you ruin the experience. One, in my opinion, they misclassified the game. It should have been, it was not a roguelite. They should have called it a Souls-like. The game was very much like pixel top-down Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I swear there was frames. Like I swear, like the game. It was wild. It was a wild experience. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. But the point is, I'm being in the field, being in like going from a kid reading these reviews to being an adult who is a part of this being a cog in this machine. Shout out to Trevor. He'll know what I'm talking about. It is so crazy to see how a lot of the world functions, and everybody wants to be first. Nobody wants to be right. Everybody wants to be first. And that forces
true.
And this so I feel like back then maybe it was a little more honest because it wasn't, who knows what the crunch factor looked like 10 15 years ago. Like who knows what that looked like. But
we don't see that many we didn't back then. We didn't see that much volume of video games that we see now. You can bet your bottom dollar there's a game being created every day or being pushed
and
every
then
day.
Don't get me started on Steam store, like
because you can make the Adobe Flash game and put it up there, and it's a game. It's a game that somebody plays and probably enjoys, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we see so much games that come through, our feeds or the Twitter feed, everything. We see games that come across our desk every day. So I get it.
And the nostalgia factor, bro.
Yeah. So
like I'm actually shocked you don't see a lot more bigger outlets doing like retro reviews of classics. And when I say classic, I'm not saying go back and review every goddamn game, but games that but what's funny is they usually
want to see Raiden 3 reviews.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Like we don't need all that. But like the fact that nobody's gone back and like replayed Super Mario World 3 in review.
Yeah.
Or
because we're not in that time anymore. You got to do something crazy. Like you got to speed run the game and beat it in 2 minutes.
Oh, that's a huge thing. Trevor brought up a good point. Game discovery is a huge problem for developers right now. Meaning, like, okay, like if somebody was coming out, wink, wink, with a tactical grid-based grid-based RPG, how do you get it out there to the world, and how do you get it discovered like it would 15 years ago? Like the
Yeah.
discovery because of the sheer volume of games coming out.
Yeah. So, but this is why. You see advertisement has gone into different places now, right? Advertisement is not not on TV. It's
And
it's barely on YouTube, as in
hey,
YouTube ads. But you'll see
let me.
more video. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And Trevor brought up a good point. It's hard for people. It's hard for people to find your game.
Yeah.
But keep going.
So my point is saying that is, and no, I do believe you're right. Like I said, there's so many different games out there, but this is why advertisement has gone to different. They've taken a different route. What do you see now when you watch YouTube videos? When you watch your favorite streamer, or you watch Mr. Beast, or you watch anybody on YouTube, Raid Shadow Legends. They put the money behind it. At one point, it was Genshin Impact. Now you're seeing a shit ton of Raid Shadow Legends, right? Everywhere. So people are putting their money in places that, 15 years ago, you wouldn't have had to do that. 15 years ago, it had a poster. I don't even get posters no more.
Bro, I think about the old school Destiny poster with who was on the back? Not Zerx. It was
Oh, you talking about the Dark Below one with Crota?
I'm talking about the original Destiny, because my brother has one.
Yeah, because they had one with the astronauts. That's the one I got. I got the astronaut one.
The one my brother has is the one with the traveler over Earth, and then on the back it has a Fallen. Is it a Fallen?
Oh, I got that one too. I think that was the pre-order one. I got that.
Yes,
one. I got that one.
Yes. And what's so wild thinking about the release factor. It's the Fallen on the other side. Yeah. Good looks, down. What's so wild about about discovery of games?
Mm-hmm.
It kills me that Twitch overvalues their ad space, and I think they're gonna hit a point. Actually, the
Johnny,
very
you need to chill.
it was an ODST, and it's funny because I remember that because I want to say that was the last Halo I actively played.
Mm-hmm.
Was ODST, and I remember seeing that. Or no, was it Reach? Was it Reach? I don't remember. I played Halo, but I never dove.
Halo was super fun at football lunches.
Get-togethers and whatnot. Yeah,
that's when Halo was
dope. Shotguns over blades. No, but Twitch ads, bro. In my real talk, on some real shit. Now they would probably run into some issues along the way, but I personally believe Twitch would make so much more money doing the micro ad game, doing Google, integrating some type of Google or integrating Google personally, even into the ad space.
Yeah,
because imagine this: I'm streaming XCOM. And the only ads you see are some type of algorithm tailored around RPG tactical games. So the only ads you would see would be Total Rome, Total War.
Yeah.
You would see
Mobile Ages
Tactics.
Yeah.
Disgaea, the new RPG Disgaea mobile game. You would see things tailored to you, and it would make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it is the most disgusting thing on earth to see the same 3 ads when I'm because I lurk. I don't watch a lot of Twitch streamers because I don't have time like that.
Yeah.
I lurk a lot. I got one of my favorite other podcasts up. Shout out to Gold Chain Gamer. I had their stream up. I don't know if it's still going, but I was lurking that. Shout out to Jet and Sincere. I love their show, but I don't have time like that to be watching, so I lurk. But when I lurk on Twitch, it's the same ad each stream.
Yeah.
How many Butterfinger commercials, and it's not even it's not even variations of the commercials. It'd be different if it was a variety of Butterfinger commercials. Oh, okay. No, it's the same damn Butterfinger commercial each stream. And I'm they overvalue their ad space, and I wonder when it's gonna come to a head, if it ever will. Who knows?
Probably not, because I think people, I when it comes to ads, like or when it comes to this space, I wish I knew more about the technical side. But I'm such a fan of what we do on a daily basis as, I guess, gamers, or as gamers, because that's what we are in this space, that I don't really care to dive that deep into it. So I always assume that, hey, because you are right, on Twitch you do see the same commercials over and over again.
It's like 4 ads at a time that run on the whole site.
But it's funny because on YouTube, you can say that as well, but it's not as heavy as Twitch, right? I see, go ahead. What you about to say?
I was gonna say it's local. It's based on what. It's also a lot of the time based on what you view and what type of videos you view.
Because I see a lot on my, like, I've been seeing a lot of those, like, they sound like a pyramid scheme, like those pyramid scheme sounded commercials on YouTube, and I can't wait to get them off. And you're absolutely right, they are local, because a lot of, like, real estate people moving from California to Boise, Idaho, like you do see a lot of those as well. So I don't and once again, I give it whatever it is, and I watch whatever unskippable and I have to watch. But 9 times out of 10, I skip them anyway. But yeah, I think they just take them as they come. Like, all right, well, this is the biggest one we got. We're gonna put this on everyone's, stream, and that's what we're gonna call, and that's what we're gonna do, and that's it. I don't think they look too deep into it. I don't think they try to, like, make it a variety of different ones. I think they take this Butterfinger commercial and they plaster it everywhere.
But this goes back to the discoverability thing. The whole reason I even brought it. Imagine being able to run, hey, Twitch, I got this game that I got a trailer for it. I got an ad for it. I want to run it for anybody who streams 1, 2, 3, 4 list of whatever games. And you come up with a rate, boom. Like, I think that would be a dope way, because not only will it boost the community, and everybody still make money. You're gonna make money.
Yeah.
Like, the making money part is that's not gonna go away. You're going to make money. And it's so what, but that just goes to the whole discoverability again.
Yeah.
I think that's a remedy to it that makes sense, where everybody still makes money. Yeah. Imagine like, click here and it takes you to the wish list of the Steam page.
Yeah. I think that,
like,
that game,
you know what I mean?
That game discovery point is a good point, right? I won't go back into it because, I did say everything. I think I touched on that. But I do think that when you look at... Oh, my bad. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. My Xbox just randomly turned on. Scared the mess out of me.
It was like, beep, we here.
Yeah. But anyway, when you look at, like I said, there's so many different games out there. There's so many games out there that, how do you, unless you're like the special ones, right? We classify the special ones as these battle royales. You got your Fortnites, you got your Apex Legends, which are out there and people play those. You got your your sports games, your 2Ks and your Maddens and stuff like that. Those games will be up there, but the attention.
Ghost in the Machine.
Huh?
What up, man?
Ghost in the Machine.
Keep going.
Oh, my bad. It threw me off for a second. But yeah, that was just it. I just think that it kind of got me thinking, like, when I, other than like big AAA games, like, how do I hear about smaller games? And True. To be honest, the answer is YouTube. It's YouTube, or like these releases, these press releases that these developers and these big companies do every so often. That's it.
I get the press releases.
That's it. I don't get in game. I don't even check for my game.
That's because I'm like as a writer, like I literally get daily like list of things that press releases, announcements, like that's just what happens. There's a bunch of different services and whatnot out there for that.
You probably got to
And
get to like Twitter and follow just go follow all of the developers in the world on Twitter and
see,
there you go.
or I said it. I get all my game press from YouTube. Like it's so wild that that's for Twitch to be the space for streaming. And I'm not gonna say it's the place for gaming because we all know Twitch has grown way beyond that. But to be a place for streaming and a large amount of the streaming is gaming, you would think they would open an avenue to where developers can, that's a little more reasonable. So it's not so much, hey, you're this big AAA, or you have this whole country financing your game.
Yeah.
So you got all the marketing money you can, like once again, that I just don't like to bring up problems without some type of solution, even though that solution is remotely extreme.
Yeah.
It still is a solution. And we've seen it done because I can buy ad space on YouTube. I can buy
anybody
ad space.
Can.
Yeah, I can make a commercial right now and set it to the region I wanted to play in, what type of videos, what keywords I wanted to, you can do all that. So why hasn't Twitch figured out a way to do that? I don't know.
Just guess it's money, man. It must be that good. The Butterfinger commercials must be that good.
Well, they charge so much that that's why you only see certain commercials. Like, think about it. What'd you see? Adobe, Butterfinger.
But what irritated me too is that it was like 2 years ago that Prime members didn't have to watch commercials, and I remember
then everybody was like, "I got Prime."
Yeah, so that Prime wants this exclusive unit thing, and I got the annual one, so I pay the annual price of Prime. So I'm jumping on. I'm like, did my Prime not extend? Hold on, let me go check. I'm checking my account, and
this what they did. They gave you a few video games.
Man, I don't touch none of them video games.
Throw these games at you that we know you're not gonna play.
Have you ever played the Amazon video game?
But I got them all.
Have you played it though?
Nah,
I did. I did.
Even though I do want to play the those Neo Geo games they dropped.
You FOMO. That's you happy you got it. You glad you got Amazon Prime. You know what? It's gonna sit there forever. Ain't gonna never touch that game.
But back to the whole thing of should you buy games full price? Because it's funny, we talk all that and we still haven't
answered it. So answer
the question. So should you buy games full price? If it's a game you've been excited for, and you're looking forward to it, and you were gonna buy it regardless of what anybody thought of it, like for me, what game did I pick up? Well, I bought Hellpoint Special Edition full price from Limited Run, and I even got the game for free on PC because I reviewed it.
But see,
I got a review code.
You bought it.
But see, I already played it, so
that's kind of.
I'm trying to.
You gotta give me
real shit. As an adult consumer, it's hard for me to pay full price for anything. As a man with bills and kids and we out there, I'm always, and with a backlog the size of this fucking room, I'm always, sorry I'm cussing so much, y'all, but I'm always looking for a deal, and then I have so many games to play that I can be patient. Well, I paid full price for Cyberpunk,
but not even. Okay.
So I pre-ordered Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but that kind of answers my or that kind of answers the question. Pay for games, pay full price for games that you really want.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna speak on like, all right, well, if you're this type of person that can't play, Johnny took the words right out of my mouth. But anyway, if you pay for video games if you're looking at it from like, yo, well, I'm not gonna have enough time to play these games, I'm not gonna have enough time to play these games, so why pay it for a price? I totally understand that, because the volume of video games out there, free, ready, accessible to people, is out there. So anybody can go and play whatever you want.
Well, check this out. Check this out. I there's very few games that I buy full price day one. And I'm talking from even series that I love. Like, I love XCOM. I love XCOM. I didn't buy full. That's on XCOM 2 at launch was part of Humble Bundle at launch. Yeah. So if you signed up for the Humble Bundle, you got XCOM 2, a $60 game day one for free.
But didn't you already have Humble Bundle?
No, I got Humble Bundle to get XCOM 2.
Oh.
For $12.99.
Yeah. So now answer this. That's you being a consumer. If XCOM wasn't a part of that bundle, would you have bought it full price?
And let me tell you, the answer is yes, because I even paid full price for this Nintendo Switch version.
Okay, then. So that is literally that's literally the same thing.
It's easy for me to make that decision, though. So it sounds like, buy what you like. No, I knew that my chances of liking this game were going to be a lot higher than not, because of Fire Axis making it, and it was a continuation of a series that I already loved and enjoyed. And from the trailers and the gameplay I seen, it looked very similar to what I already was.
So
now check this. Disgaea 6 is coming out in the US. I can buy the Japanese one if I wanted to, but in the US it's coming out.
I can tell you. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I want to say it's coming out next month or June. It's May or June. Disgaea 6. I'm not gonna buy it full price, even though I love those type of games and I love the Disgaea series. I'm not gonna buy it full price because I don't like the art style.
Okay.
They went to 3D models. I don't like it.
Yeah. I like. It says that. Well.
Is it out now?
June. It says Defiance of Destiny comes out 6/29/21.
Yeah. And it's funny because
but you kind of you're still answering obviously the same point, because you found something about the game that you didn't like, and that's a reason for you to wait. It's not that you don't buy the game, it's that I'm not gonna buy it day one. But I mean, the question I wanted to ask you is, say Cyberpunk hadn't came out yet. Say if they were still pushing it, right? You would have bought it full price based off of what you knew about it, because not only were you geeked about it, but you were following it. You followed the developers of it. You watched everything about it. A lot of people did. So this is pretty much buy video games you want to buy full price, right? I can only recommend to people who don't have like a favorite game, who don't have like a favorite genre of video games, that there's a multitude of free games out there.
Hey, no lie. You know what? And this is I hope it don't ruin any potential partnerships, but I don't pay full price for Ubisoft games, no matter how bad I want them, because they go on sale so fast.
Yeah, because they lose their value so damn fast.
Within, honest to God, I want to say within like weeks, like 1 or 2 weeks, I've seen Ubisoft games drop to like $45. Like within weeks, like a week.
Now it's going to be faster than ever. And Trevor goes on to say, at the end of the day, it's a value proposition. Buy a game when you feel that you're getting the right value out of your money, whether that's day one or day 100. I mean, Destiny. I can give you the example. I bought every DLC, everything for Destiny up until this point, and that game had so many problems up until this day, and I still buy it. So, that's literally the point behind it. I just, when I listen to that dude, going back to the reason why we brought this up, when I listen to that dude talk, you hear the anger in him, and I don't think you did say like if it was pride, and I didn't know like how to call it at that time, but I guess you could say it was pride, because they didn't call him back to do 2. There was no 2, and he was a writer for it.
The game got a lot of trash. It was so weird. It got a lot of flack, but I had fun with it. Like
Yeah.
the reason I put it down had nothing to do with it not being fun. If you guys know me, I'll put down a fun game in a heartbeat. Like there's so many games out there.
Yeah, but
There's so many games.
it's just
I
a
will put
lot.
down a game.
A lot of these games aren't meeting the standard for today, right? A lot of these games don't have some backing behind it that it evolves every week. There's an update for it every week. Some of these games aren't created for that. Some of these games, like our God of Wars and our Uncharted, even though Uncharted had like a multiplayer mode to it, are supposed to be played and put over there. Or I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna beat it 3 times, I'm gonna beat it on easy, medium, and hard, and then I might go ahead and beat it with just one pistol and never change guns. Like challenges, like that type of stuff is why you play. Like certain games are so. Some people just need to stick to it. Some people want to create these open world, these great looking games, and that offer the best features that they believe in the world, and it just don't hit. I.e., I can give you a gang of examples. I won't because the list is long, but it happens. So I agree with Trevor. I do agree with that. I just don't. For me, I tell people just buy what you want to buy. Like don't sit back and because where do you go to get information on these games?
And funny enough, when it comes to games that I'm gonna buy, or that I'm heavily interested in, there's a few people that I look to, for the like who get review copies and whatnot. There's a few people I look to. It's not a long list of people I go look at. I don't even check a lot of gaming sites.
I don't either.
It's usually very specific people, and I'll actually always recommend that when it comes to buying games. Find somebody who you like the points they make, and they play similar games as you. Because I'm not gonna go look to the guy who mainly plays 2K and Madden. Nothing against those guys, except
everything against them.
Well, I was gonna say, except the fact that they're the reason why the $70 game price is okay. It's because for them it is okay. I only buy one game a year anyway, so 3 games. I buy Call of Duty, 2K, and Madden. So the price going up, it's not that bad.
That's
like,
it.
Get a job. What did they say? Get a job. Maybe stop being broke. It's like, no, you just need to find a better hobby. Because no, but let me stop. That's not.
Yeah, I was just about to say you can't say that.
Yeah, look. I'm not about to.
He's about to let you EA people and Activision people know where you wrong at. You wrong, and you know you wrong. You dead wrong.
Yeah, y'all wrong because they know their market is like a majority of the gaming space.
Yeah.
Funny enough, people who buy more than 5 games a year, that's like niche gamers. That's very niche. Most people don't go around buying a bunch of games a year. That's not common at all. Like I know I buy more games than the average bear. I feel like if they're like I feel comfortable saying I'm in like the top 10% of people buying games, like the amount of games I purchase. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm all for waiting. I get so much enjoyment out of watching people play video games that I'm not the same anymore. I do not get the same enjoyment out of playing all of these games because you used to be able to sit down, play these games, put them down, go get another one. But now, because of FOMO and because of a multitude of other reasons, I just want to play Destiny. That's it.
And it's funny how Destiny really became the console. Like it became a full-fledged like console MMO type thing, where people will sit there and that's the only game they'll play, and they'll get everything they want out of it.
Yeah, it's scary, but I understand it, and it's hard to explain sometimes too.
No, it's not, because I know plenty of people who all they play is WoW. Like that,
it's the same concept. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, but even those, I would say it's kind of hard to explain because you'll say like, well, why don't you play something else? Like I've had people tell me that, right? And I'll be like, and they'll make up good points. You do the same strikes over and over again. You play the same raid over and over again. You use the same gun over and over again. Yeah, but it's cool. Like it's cool,
bro. It just works, and that's where the beauty of the gameplay loop. If you enjoy the gameplay loop, like I know we didn't really say we were going to talk about it, but Outriders is a lot of fun, even though it has I think we talked about it last week too.
Yeah, we did.
Long story short, gameplay loop. I enjoy it. I'm hooked. I haven't hit a point to where I'm not enjoying myself. I was running it right before we went live. I have not hit a point yet where I'm like, damn, all right, I'm over it. I'm still, it's got me. The loop I'm enjoying. I actually find myself enjoying it more than Destiny, because now let me tell you why. I feel Destiny has grown so far ahead of me that when I jump in, I feel so lost and bogged down.
You know what's crazy? I had 3 people tell me that today, and
Yeah.
it's just, I guess it looks overwhelming when it's actually
No,
not.
it is. It is overwhelming.
No,
Bro.
I'm telling you, it only looks it because it's not. Because
Bro,
everything I can do, you could do.
No. Let me rephrase. In terms of actually making Outriders does not waste my time. Anything I'm doing, I'm getting progress. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact that me running Crucible religiously on Destiny isn't going to work against me at some point.
No, not now.
Not now?
Not
They
now.
fixed that?
No,
Like, I can literally get I can get Pinnacles. I can get Pinnacles only running Crucible every day.
Yes. No. Well, Pinnacles aren't a daily thing. Pinnacles are weekly. So you
No,
can
but
get Pinnacles. You can get Pinnacles via any multiple Crucible activities. You level up different. That's why I said now. Like, you're not the only person to say that. Like, a lot of people say that, but it's not. And I tend to not try to like explain it to them because they having fun, playing Anthem or playing the Division or these other games, and I'm like, well, whenever you want to try it out, just I'm here.
Because this is my get down. I legit, like, I hit level 30 today, which is the max level.
Yeah.
I haven't hit a point at any, like, there's never been a point to where I haven't been able to get a stronger item to overall level me up.
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced that wall plenty of times in Destiny.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
So and they still
and
have that.
I'm talking about in terms of time sink.
Yeah.
I know I can spend 3 hours in Destiny and hit a point to where my light level will not go up.
Well,
facts. In the way I play.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna run a raid. I'm probably not gonna run strikes like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so but in Outriders, regardless of how I play, I've been growing my level.
Yeah.
That's
always been the thing, because with Destiny has 3 different facets to it. Like, it literally has pinnacle content in both Crucible and or both PvE and PvP, and then it has like the open world. I just want to run around and shoot random birds and spots. And then it has the PvP, the PvPvE, which is Gambit. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why Destiny is in this different space, because they have 3 different things for people to go do. You don't have to go run Crucible. You don't have, and then once again too, this is the thing they've made in a game, comparing like Outriders to Destiny, which, because I haven't played Outriders since the beta, but
it's not much different.
When you play Destiny, like, it doesn't matter if you hit that pinnacle cap, right? If you're gonna only run Crucible, the pinnacle cap doesn't matter, so you don't have to do the pinnacle cap. Right? If you're going to do end game content in PvP, then you're going to take advantage of your Pinnacles weekly. You're going to take advantage of your playing like the competitive side, the comp side, the solo comp, the survival list, stuff like that. So it's there. This is why, like I said, it's kind of hard to explain it, because people don't really, they haven't been back to see the changes, or they haven't seen where they can go. Whereas in a game like Outriders, as you're explaining it to me, you can do this thing and continue to grow, and you're enjoying that thing. And
I would honestly compare. if I had to be 100% honest, I would not put Destiny and Outriders and try to compare them like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about pure gameplay loop versus reward and growth.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting more out of my time, regardless of what I'm doing in Outriders. I enjoy that thing versus having to be if I want to properly grow.
So, are you have they put raids in there yet?
And I'm not going. I think they're called expeditions.
Yeah.
One thing I like, and I haven't hit the full end game content. As long as I'm able to get rewarded along the way, because I have gotten legendary items or exotic items and whatnot drop for me, and still failed the mission, and I still had those items. You already know my complaint about Destiny, where I'm like, I'm not spending 4 hours to not get a legendary.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Like, I can't spiritually do that because there's a million other games I'd rather play. But that's just me because of the way I game. I'll put down a game in a heartbeat. Like, you know me. I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But Dallas brought up a point. Yeah, Destiny is fun. Bro, we have to actively work hard not to mention Destiny during this podcast.
I don't, bro. Like my brain, and once again, Trevor brings up a great point. He said we all have a game that hooks something in our lizard brain, and we can't explain it, but we'll keep playing it into the ground. That's literally me when it comes to Destiny. That's it. Like there is no other facet to it. There is no other explanation. Yeah. And people shit on the game, and I've had my complaints with it too, but I still play the game. You know, the one thing about Destiny that I give its props for is that they are constantly, or let me not even say Destiny, but Bungie is constantly updating the game and making different changes, so you're never getting the same experience within a 3-month time or a 4-month time, because that's like their whole like battle pass or whatever it's called. But anyway,
we hit that time.
Game hard, play. If you want to buy it. You know,
or if you can wait until Black Friday and then pick them all up. Then I've done that plenty of times.
Oh yeah,
I'll usually wait because, as we know, I buy my sports games like every 4 years.
Hey, you heard what our man John Gavin said. You heard what he said.
No, he didn't say that.
You heard what he said, so you better. You know his word is bond, son.
Right. I was like,
why he yelling? I didn't watch the video. I literally read it, and it seemed like he was yelling at me.
He wasn't yelling, but you could tell he was pissed. Like you getting the fact that it was hurt behind his words from reading it. When you hear it, it backs up what you were saying.
Yeah.
But folks, please check out all the links below. Shout out to Tone Def Network, the family, the big dogs, the people who look over us. And Tone, we are back at it. And I apologize, man. I know
consistency, big dog. I see.
And you guys really got to check out Tone Def because the shows that they got, man, is ridiculous. And then the studio and the production value. They're on Twitch, YouTube, Spreaker, Spotify, everywhere you can listen to your podcast, you can hear us and the rest of the Tone Def Network family. And then check out Level 1 Gaming. I'm the communications director there. Clearly I talk a lot. And I also write and review over there. And then there's a couple people here. Right.
Talk a lot.
Talk a lot. Too much. Whew. And,
man, how's it going?
All that.
Yeah, we good. We did good, man. Consistency. We back. This week
we
2.
Back. Where's Brian at?
I don't know. He didn't even show in. He came here all like complaining. He ain't even here. He gonna hear it from me.
Right, guys. Make sure to please like, subscribe, share this out, and that's all I got to say. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you. Go out there and buy your games, however you choose to buy them.
Peace.